Hello everyone, Godless here. Today I'm gonna be showing you one of the STEM BD setups in trials that you need for endgame content like Halls of Fabrication, Asylum, Vmall or Craiglorn trials. So let's we start, get into it. This is STEM Nightblade and I'm using 64 to STEM and Warrior Mundus Stone and max out max STEM food or dubious camera Tron like in the target dummy to survive. So unbuffed stats is like weapon damage 3.5k, weapon crit 52% and 37 maximum health 16.5k maximum health, which is enough, and 858 stun recovery. This is not that bad, so this is also so nice to have. And Dubios is here. Stun recovery, max stamina and max health it gave you. Then the weapon damage portions give you weapon damage 10%, weapon crit, stun and stun recovery for 47 seconds. So when I put it, I have 4.1k weapon damage and 62% weapon crit with the gear that I'm running at the moment, and I'm so sick a little bit, by the way. Yeah, I'm having hard time talking, so this is why I'm not uploading any video a couple of days. I'm so sorry for it. As you know, there is 5-piece War Machine again, because Incap and War Machine combined so well. You get max stun, weapon damage and 20% more damage when you use ultimate with combined the third piece bonus, and 50 piece bonus also give you ultimate when you use ulti. Gives you 15% weapon damage, I'm sorry. And legs with the hands, medium divines with max stamp glyph is War Machine. And helmet and shoulder medium divines, not 5-on-1 or not 6-1. This is 7 medium armor. 1.5k penetration, and when you deal damage you have 10% chance to spawn the thingy for every 3 seconds. So it has uptime more than Veltred, and this is why I love cracks. So like if you miss Veltred proc, you have to wait 9 seconds to proc it again. But with cracks, you can have constant damage on the boss. Like if there's a AoE, you get out, and if your Veltred procs, it went away, and when you come to the boss, you have to wait 9 seconds. But cracks will proc and keep the damage up on the enemy. This is why I'm running cracks. And chest is Hunting's Rage, weapon crit, max stun, weapon crit and weapon damage. Waist is Hunting's Rage, and feet is Hunting's Rage as well. All of them medium divines with stamp glyphs on it, all legendary. Then two weapons is Hunting's Rage. The main hand must be Axe because it procs more compared to your main bar offhand. This is nice, and you get bleed damage all the time. So this is infused with 4.4k poison damage on it, and on the offhand increase your weapon damage and spell damage by 348 for 5 seconds with precise. So you get crit from dagger and you get crit from precise as well as Hunting's Rage. So this is pure damage setup. You don't have to run Night Mother, Thunder Flame or Morak Tongue, as I told you before, because I don't have website to do that. So you can see it here, and I will do a video like compared all of the builds that I made for some Nightblade, and you can watch all of them in the same place. Then there's one thing, like I have infused right now. Let me remove it. You can run increase weapon and spell damage glyph with infused milestone bow, or you can put the poison on it and deal good amount of damage with that. You can craft this poison and check the Google. You can find the crafting materials. I think fresh fly larva, script jelly, and nightshade, if I'm not mistaken. Or if you use infused increase and weapon and spell damage glyph with that, you have to run disease with your offhand. Poison on the main hand, disease on the offhand, and weapon and spell damage on the bow. Or if you run poison, you have to run non-hunt bow, which gave you more weapon damage on your back bar, which is so nice as well to have. I tried all, but the difference is not much, like maybe 1-2%. So I don't know, this is completely up to you. I'm running poison on the some rounds, or I'm not running sometimes. I keep my infused on and I put a glyph disease. It deals also good amount of damage. The difference is like you cannot see in a short fight. You have to fight in long fight, and you will realize the difference between those things. Or you can run precise with the poisons as well. You can run precise too instead of non-hunt. Precise is also so nice to have because you get crit on your back bar more. So this is the gear that I'm running, which is so well. And as you know, I showed you Morak Tonk and Night Mother before here, as you can see. And now this is Hunting's Rage, and there will be DPS test at the end of the video. Also, there's one more thing that I want to tell you, like you missing penetration on the target dummy as stem DD and as magic DD too. So maybe you will want to change to lower only for dummy, but the thing is, I don't like it. Like, why you running lower if you are not going to use it on in the trial? So I keep my warrior, and also you can switch to lower to see what this setup can do. So this is another thing. Or you can run Dubious Cameron Toronto not to run up stem on the DPS test as well. Or you can switch to lower to get more penetration. But I advise you to run warrior or shadow. As I told you before, between warrior and the shadow, difference is so less. This is not that big. Both of them is so nice. I'm not saying the warrior is best in slot or something like that, but this is totally up to you. Check it, try it on the target dummy, and test it. But I'm currently running warrior. So I also say warrior seems a little bit better than the shadow. Unless you are Khajiit. If you Khajiit, you can run shadow and you get more damage done since you are critting too much. You can also check shadow with Khajiit. But I'm red guard, so I don't want to change, but best in slot race is if you don't have sustain problem, definitely you have to use Khajiit because of the crit passive is so nice to have. So let's start with my main bar is dual wield rending slash. It is our damage over time and direct damage. And the second skill is relentless focus. It gives you minor berserk and stam recovery all the time, and every 5 or every light or heavy attack, 5 of them. Every 5 light or heavy attack, I'm sorry. It will turn the skill to Assassin's Scourge, allowing you to fire a single shot from a spectral bow at an enemy to deal 20k disease damage. So you don't have to miss that. You have to put it all the time. And there's a passives, it changed. It gave you stam also now. And hemorrhage increase your crit damage done by 10%. And dealing crit damage grants you and your minor surgery, increasing your weapon crit rating by 657 for 20 seconds. Hemorrhage is important to get it. This is why I'm running Flawless Stunbreaker on my front. I will also show you is incap better on front or is incap better on the back bar. I will do a DPS test as well with that. But I'm running Flawless on the front bar. And the third skill is reducing the AoE damage. Deadly Cloak, and it deals 3.2k physical damage as an AoE. Every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. This is also so nice. And there's some passives. Axe gave you bleed, dagger gave you crit, etc. You want all those passives, and you want all those bow passives as well, and siphoning shadow too. And the fourth skill is our execute. 5.1k disease damage, deals 300 more damage to targets at or below 25% health, and this is so nice. And the last active skill is surprise attack, 10,000 physical damage and reducing the resistances, but you don't need in the trial, of course. Then there's a passives, it gave you maximum health, etc. And our ultimate is Dawnbreaker. You are not going to use that, but it deals good amount of damage, 13k, then 15k over 5 seconds. While slotted, you gain weapon damage by 5% and 3% from passive too, so it means 8% more damage on your front bar. So our back bar is Razor Caltrops, 2000 physical damage and every 1 second for 12 seconds, which is so nice to have. This is one of the most hit hard skill. So you have Undaunted passives here as well, but it is not 9 yet, I'm too lazy to level it up. So you will get better stats than my character, definitely, and you will get better DPS. And the Sail, the second skill, is 1.4k physical damage, and it will proc the bow. As you can see the effect, it will proc the bow set since it is from VMA. Here you go. Increases damage volley deals by 161 each tick. This bonus increases by 56 every time volley ticks. So end the sail here. Every half second it hits for 10 seconds. And the fourth skill is Poison Injection, 5.4k instant damage and 10,000 over 10 seconds, and the damage over time deals up to 260% more damage to enemies under 50% health. This is also considering as execute with the Killer Blade, combined with the Killer Blade. This is also so nice. And the last skill is Leeching Strikes. It is making... I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sick. It's basically giving you giving your light and heavy attacks heal you 1.5k and restore 100 stamina for 20 seconds, and you restore up to 4200 additional stamina when the effect ends. Like 3, 2, 1, go, and you get the stam back and you have to recast it. So there's no vigor, but in some cases, like Halls of Fabrication second boss, if I go upstairs, I remove leeching and I will put the vigor on for it. And ultimate is incap, 15k disease damage and increasing your damage done against them by 20% for 6 seconds. Then you get hemorrhage passive, increase your crit damage done by 10% on your back bar. I still don't know why people insisting to say like flawless Sunbreaker on the back bar is better because you lose damage on your back bar. Yeah, but if you put your flawless Sunbreaker into your back bar, you lose 5% weapon damage on your main bar, which is must have in my opinion, because all of the skills that deals so high amount of damage is on your main hand, and you already have assassination skill, you have killer blade, you have relentless focus on your main bar, so you get hemorrhage. All I'm saying is the people running incap in your front on their front bar, and they can succeed good damage with that because they are not running the trial setup. They running two fang snake, they running war machine and lower Mundus stone, and they running weapons, you know, like you cannot use two fang snake as weapons. You have to use war machine instead. You use 2 weapon of the war machine, 3 jewelry of the war machine, and 5 piece 2 fang snake to trick the fucking dummy, or to achieve high amount of damage with the target dummy, because 2 fang snake is giving you penetration as long as you stack 5 damage. 5 damage from 5 different skill, or like I'm not really sure, but I think 5 damage from it is like rapid strikes also proc the 2 fang snake bonus, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you want 5 damage in 3 seconds, and you will not be able to do that on the one bar. You must do all of the skills to proc, like proc to 2 fang, and this is why they running armor 2 fang 5 piece. Then this is why they putting incap into their front bar, because they using weapons and they want less ultimate spending, you know, like they cannot put Dawnbreaker onto front bar. There's no word like that. They cannot put it because it spent 125, exactly 125 ulti, but incap is 70. So I hope I cleared your mind. So I'm so happy because I bet I have not I bet I have more damage when my incap is on my back bar. I'm very much fucking familiar with my rotation, definitely, and I don't fuck up in my rotation, and I will not push so hard, but you will see the difference between flawless Dawnbreaker front bar and incap on back bar, or incap front bar, Dawnbreaker on your back bar, so you will see that. Okay, I talk too much. I go champion points from the red. 61 to Ironclad reduced direct damage. 39 thick skin reduced damage over time. 65 to Hardy elemental defender to reduce physical and elemental damages on you. Nothing to here. 32 warlord cost of break free. 100 to tenacity to get more stun back when you heavy attack. Increase your stun recovery by 15%. 100 to mooncalf. Nothing into here, nothing in here, nothing in here. 6 to physical weapon expert. 4% more damage on your light and heavy attacks with dual wield and bow. 48 Mastered Arms, increase damage done with direct damage attacks. 56 to Mighty. 64 to Precise Strikes. And 56 to Thaumaturge. No piercing, because you already at the resistance cap in the trials. But you can put some, and removing and reducing Mastered Arms to 30 and like reducing the Precise Strikes to 56 and reducing the Thaumaturge, and you can put some into piercing for DPS test if you like. I'm not suggesting that. You don't have to do that. You still can able to achieve high damage, at least above 40k. So this is the champion points that I'm running, and I don't think I'm missing something. Oh, also there's another thing. You are not at the cap the whole time. The cracks is over penetrate the boss resistances if you have coordinated group, but the Alkosh is not 100% up all the time. I bet Veltred, like, I don't know, man. I just don't like Veltred positioning. I'm not giving it a chance, you know, like I'm not depending on the luck. I just want constant damage. This is why. Huntings is a good set to do damage because you get 299 exact weapon damage with that, and this is so nice to have. So let's go to my crib, bro. Then I show you the rotation quickly. This is not completed yet, yeah. I'm just working on it. Give me a time. Because there's like, it's a battlefield. There's too many items in there. And I still don't have the things that I need. So I cannot put it. I'm sick and I'm smoking cigarettes, bro. So I just put the Bios camera on. And I have Warrior Mundus Stone at the moment, and 64 to stam. Rotation as it follows. You put the buffs Deadly Cloak, Relentless Focus, Leeching Strike. You pop up your potion, Heavy Attack, Trap Beast, Light Attack, Caltrops, Light Attack, and the Sail. So you get, where is it? You get 10% more damage on your Endless Sail because you do Light Attack Trap Beast, Light Attack, oh 15%, I'm sorry, Light Attack Caltrops, Light Attack, Endless Sail, and 15% more damage on your Endless Sail. Then Light Attack Poison Injection, you get 5% more because of the Hawkeye passive. If you have ulti, you will drop ulti with animation cancel, like this, bar swap, and your War Machine active on your character and 2 other closest ally in 28 meters too. When you come to your front bar, you put Light Attack, Rending Slash, and your Relentless Focus proc must be ready by now. Then you put it you cast it back to get minor berserk, because after you sending the bow, the relentless focus is done. You have to cast it back again. After this, at the start, only at the start, you do one light attack, one surprise attack, one light attack, one surprise attack, light attack and deadly cloak, then bar swap. But on the others, after the first rotation, after this one, when you come to your back bar, you put the dots, trap beast, caltrops, and the sail, and do rending slash. You put the bow proc, relentless focus proc, and you cast it back. And now you do one deadly cloak, one surprise attack, two surprise attack bar swap. At the second one, you have to animation cancel it to get more damage, like this. 1, 2. This is it. You are on your back bar now. And this time, trap beast, caltrops, and the sail, poison injection, then leeching. Because every 2 rotation, your leeching will run out. You have to cast your leeching strikes every 2 rotation. And then you come back and you put the incap as well. Then you come to your front, you do bow proc, you do relentless focus back, 1 deadly cloak, 1 surprise attack, and 2 surprise attack. Also, on your main bar, if you run out of stam, even with the leeching, which is kinda so hard, with all those shards and bubbles in the trial, this is so hard to run out stam. But if you run out of stam, you do in your rotation, like you do this, you put this, and you do deadly cloak, then you do 1 light attack, surprise attack, then 1 heavy, surprise attack, bar swap. This is it. This is the rotation. This is kind of same that I was running before, and this is not that different. And there is one more thing that I have to show you in the execute phase. And you put the bow, you put it back, deadly cloak, surprise attack, now bar swap. Put your dots on. Incap please. And when all your dots is on, you start execute. And don't worry about the relentless focus. But make sure all of your dots, damage over times, is up and running on the target dummy or in the trial. Make sure you damaging the boss all the time. This is the key. More damage you have on the boss, the less mechanic you do. Around 15% on the target dummy health. All you have to do is, if you are above 50%, a little bit like 18%, 17%, you cast all the skills on your back bar and you do all of them, come to your front, you do all of them, then execute. Or if it is below 50% and there is no caltrops or anti-sail in the ground, what you do is trap beast, poison injection, incap, rending, surprise, then execute. This is it. This is the rotation. This is so simple. This is so easy to play with Stam Nightblade. And I'm not going to use lover. I'm not going to put champion point into piercing for this. and I'm going to run Dubious Cameron as I'm already running. So now let me test the proper setup with you tell me, with flawless Dawnbreaker front, incap back, incap front, Dawnbreaker back. So you can clearly see like the difference between the things. So let's see. So we going with the thing that my friend told me, that you have to run incap in your front bar. I'm so sorry. So we will see the difference now, like what if we incap on the front and Dawnbreaker on our back bar. That I'm running Warrior Mundus Stone and Dubious Cameron Throne not to run out of stamina, and no CP into the piercing penetration. So this is exactly what you are facing in the trial. So this is the thing that you can do, but it is kinda hard to achieve highest damage because you don't have penetration at all. Like especially if you're running Veltred, you don't even have penetration. So I'm running cracks, but this is not the reason. This is not the reason that I'm using cracks to get penetration or something, but because I'm running cracks even in the trials, as you know. So he is dead now. So I got 38k. It is close to 39k. Let's see. Let me see. 38,894.5k. So I'm running Warrior Mundus Stone here, then Dubious Cameron Throne. And hi to Aaron for making me and being a reason to record this video. He is one of the reasons that why I do this. So in this one I do surprise attack, then spectral bow, because I just wanna make sure that my surprise attack is up all the time because I don't have tank near me. And I'm putting relentless focus proc after one surprise attack. Then I do one more surprise attack, deadly cloak and bar swap. This is with my flawless Dawnbreaker on my front bar. You can clearly even see that the damage is higher with Dawnbreaker on even 3 million dummy, but you will see the difference more clearly if you do DPS test on the 6 million dummy or in 50 million dummy as well, because I done DPS test on 51.7 million. It took 24 minutes with Warrior Mundus Stone and with Dawnbreaker on the front bar and on the back bar as well. So we got 40.7k DPS. And yeah, Warrior Mundus Stone, no CP into the piercing, and Dubious Cameron Throne as well. So cracks Hunting's Rage, just to letting you know again. Then 5-piece War Machine. You can get War Machine from Halls of Fabrication, as you know. So Dawnbreaker is better on the front bar without any penetration or with any penetration, that doesn't matter. And in cap you want hemorrhage passive in your back bar because 10% crit damage done is awesome. So thanks for watching guys, have fun and see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and comment below. Thank you, cheers for watching, thanks for your help, bye bye.